Hey there, it's Chantel here. So I have been procrastinating on creating some labels. I'm doing some organizing around the house. Um, and let me apologize in advance. You're gonna see my shadow in the background. Not quite sure on how to get this lighting right yet. And you will also hear some music in the background, which is coming from another room. But I am being way too lazy to get up and turn it off. So, I wanted to just come on really quickly and show you how I created these labels with my using my silhouette. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you that really quickly um, because I'm finally getting to the point where I am creating these labels so that I can get organized. So the first thing I did was I opened up a new palette, and it opens up using the last settings that I had, which was a 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 11 sheet, which is fine because this is going to be a print file. And then I went to my libraries where I have, and you can't see that, where I have some files here with some different shapes, and I just selected this shape here, and it comes with all three of these designs. I think it's like the layers of them, so I ungroup them. And I'm going to only use this first one, so I deleted all the others. Pull this down on my page, make sure that it is selected. And then I went to the object window, which you also can't see in the way that I have my screen today. But in the top left hand corner, there is a drop down menu for objects. So I click on that, and then I click on replicate. Let's see if I can move you over there. There you go. Click on replicate and then mirror above. So then that will put that image exactly above the one that was selected. So I want to actually take and select that one that I just added. And I'm going to just bring it down a little bit so that it goes over the first image. I'm going to select them both and then right click and weld them to make one solid image. Now I'm going to click in the top right hand corner, grab one of these squares here. I'm going to hold my shift on my keyboard to keep it proportional, and I'm going to downsize it. Let's see, that is 4:3, but 3:1. I think I want it a little bit smaller. So I downsized it so it will be, the size of a label. I am putting these on some organizing totes. So I just wanted to fit across the front of the tote. With that image selected, I'm going to go up to the top again and click Object and Replicate. And I'm going to ask it to fill the page. And then that's what you get. You'll get a whole page of those images. This image is actually smaller than what I created earlier, but just for the sake of you seeing how to do that, I went ahead and did that replication. So here I'm going to click on the file that I had already started. And what I did was I first took one of these images before I did the replication. I took one of the image sorry, let me catch up here a little bit. I think I went a little bit too fast. So I took one of this image, right? And I went over to the right of the screen and I clicked on the offset panel, and then I offset it. The offset that it gave was fine for me because really what I was trying to do is create a bleed on the file, because when I print it, I want it to print outside of where it is going to cut so that the entire label is cut in the color, right? So I created the bleed or an offset, and then I used all black because I just wanted them to be black. So I just went over here to the color panel and changed the color to black. So now the whole thing is black. I'm going to rotate this just for visual. Oh no, 90 degrees. Object, rotate 90 degrees. In the top left hand corner, click on object again, rotate, and then change the rotation. So that's what I did there. Okay, so now I have my label here, and it's in two pieces, okay? So this is the part where my information that I'm gonna have printed on there will show up, and this will be a no cut section, right? So this won't cut. This is gonna be the cut section. This image here is the offset, so you'll get the black that will seep outside of the cut here, but it won't cut itself. Okay, so then let's see. I labeled them all what I wanted them to say, you know, for each of the items. I am organizing my linen closet. So I've got where the washcloths are, the cleaning supplies, the hair products, the towels, and some of them are duplicates because I am putting this in 2 bathrooms. The his and hers, that is only in my master bath, so I only need that one time. But the other ones that you see that are duplicates will go in 2 separate bathrooms. So what I did was I picked the font. This is AR Blanca. I just wanted something that was simple and bold enough where you can see it. So let me just copy this and go over to the project that we're working on now and paste it. I need to rotate that because of the direction that it is in. Okay. Now I can select all of these, go up to the top on the right hand side here. You've got these items you can select to center the items in the middle and then center them from top to bottom. So I clicked on that, and that gives me the perfect spacing for all of my layers there. Now I'm going to go over here to the send button. Click that, it's up there. And if you look at the file right now, where it's red, that's where it's going to cut. So I had to go in and make adjustments to that by clicking on the action button here, and then I select the item that I want to alter, and then click on no cut, so it won't cut that inner edge, but I want it to cut the inner edge, so put that back. I don't want it to cut the outer edge, and I don't want it to cut the words, because I'm going to print the words on my printer, and then I'm going to put this in my Silhouette to cut. So what I wanted to do is cut within that offset so that the entire file is black. So that is what it will look like when I cut it out. And what I did was, after I set up how I wanted it to cut and everything, I did the duplicate so that it would duplicate onto this page, and I filled in all of the different things that I wanted to put on the labels. I just took the first file that I created, I held my Alt key on my keyboard and then clicked on the mouse and dragged, and it gave me another copy of that font style. So then once I double click on it, I can go in and change the words to say whatever I wanted it to say. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, so I did that. And then I printed it out with my, I printed this with my Epson. I actually have a Hewlett-Packard also, but the Hewlett-Packard is my LaserJet. I printed this on my inkjet because that's all I need. It's just for home. And then I put it on a cutting mat and put it in a silhouette, and it cut out. And as you can see, it cut out right around where I wanted it to. And you see the border, which didn't cut, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted that offset so that the entire label itself would be black. So when I pull this off, which is super easy, this is what I have. And then I could take this label and put it onto the container that I'm using to store the towels. These are the labels that I'm using. I get them from Staples. They are Avery's, made by Avery. This is for laser or inkjet, and it is template 5165. It's a full sheet of labels, and then I can take that and put it in my silhouette and cut out what I need to cut out. Yeah, so that is basically it. I just wanted to share, since I finally got around to getting the labels done. I'm super excited about it. I can go and put these things on the little containers so that I can stop pulling out every single container to make sure that what I want to pull out is what's in there. And it's going to be super cute. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.